Welcome to another money morning routine. Okay, let me show you what I have going on. So I had nothing come out of my checking account for my transactions and spending, but I did just complete a savings contribution. So I'm working out of, let me just show you. So I'm working out of the Budget Mom Savings Challenges Volume 1 book, and I'm in February. And it's just a bunch of really neat challenges. It has everything you need to complete 12 different challenges throughout the year, worksheets, cash envelopes, the whole thing. They're really fun challenges. So this morning, I went ahead and saved $11 from my food envelope for that challenge. Now, most of my savings challenges are contributed to from money that I challenge myself to save from spending and that I was supposed to spend in other areas of my budget. For example, I pulled out money for food, right? Let me show you that. I pulled out money for food, but just because I gave myself a $900 budget for food doesn't mean I have to spend it all, right? You want to challenge yourself to save some of it. That's what I love about the savings challenge. It's like, oh, I do have some money I could save if I challenge myself not to spend all this money. So what I did, you can see today on 4/7, I did a savings challenge. I did it for $11. I just took the two smallest bills I had in there, decided to save them. That leaves me with $750 left in my food to spend. And then I put the transaction here and documented it on my cash expense tracker, $11. So that's something that I decided to do this morning. I'm always looking at, okay, what's some little ways that I can challenge myself to save some money? And that's one of the ways that I do it. Now, don't let this $11 fool you. I know some of you may be thinking out there, that's not a lot of money. I saved up to buy an entire house this way. I didn't have the mindset of, oh, that small amount doesn't matter. My mindset is, hey, anything that gets me to my goal, I don't even care if it's $5. Small, consistent actions add up. Do not trick yourself into thinking they don't, because then you won't take action. So $11 may not seem like a lot to some, but I know from experience over the last 10 years, this can change your life. So, all right, let's go into March. I want to show you something. So in March, I had my budget calendar prepped, and last night I spent some time writing in everything on my calendar because I was able to get my fixed expenses and variable spending down for my March budget now. I'm still working on my savings goals, but I can at least get these fixed expenses, right? Bills, when I know they're going to be due, how much they're going to be. I can got those on my calendar. So let's go through this. Let's say all of my bills are in yellow, right? So in my notes, I'm going to make a little key. I'm just going to write this down in yellow and say, okay, yellow represents all of my bills. So I'm going to go through my calendar and highlight all of the different bills. Okay, so yellow represents bills. Now let's say purple. Okay, purple represents events on my calendar. So, all right, so events. My husband's baseball dinner is an event. The Shamrock Shuffle, my half marathon, that is an event. So I'm going to do those in purple. All right, then we have appointments. So maybe we do appointments in this teal color. And I have one appointment I saw here, which is my dentist appointment at 3. Okay, so for me, you know, I've been saying for a long time, I'm a visual learner. So seeing things in color, I'm able to just quickly glance at my calendar and go, okay, where are all my events? Oh, all the purple. My appointments, all right, in teal. Now, there's one other thing that I do want to get highlighted, and that is we have St. Patrick's Day. So let's get that highlighted. So everything in green is, we're going to say, holiday. Now, another one that I usually add to my key is travel. If I'm doing any travel, that's also highlighted in a different color. Okay, you just finished my budget calendar with me. It is done for now. I can add as I go along, right? But it's done for now. And let's go over here to my March budget. Okay, so for my March budget, I'm going cashless again for gas. And I'm going to be doing my cashed envelopes again, which means I need to get my savings goals written down. I have $2,379 for my goals. Now, when I'm doing my budget, I will reference back to my last budget that I had in February. You can see in February, when I was doing my savings goals, I was at $2,782 left over. For March, I only have $2,379 left over. That's due for a couple of different reasons. One, in February, I didn't have my garbage, which is $210. And then I also didn't have my big Chewy expense, which was another $200 and something. So that's why I'm a little bit short here. So obviously I can't save for everything I did in February. I'm going to have to do some tweaks, right? And that's what I'm working on. What exactly do I want to save for in March? Now, I know it's only the beginning of February. I got this question yesterday, Miko, how far in advance should I be doing my budget? As far as you can. The more time you give yourself for planning and preparing, the more time you're able to make tweaks and changes based on what you know is about to happen or is going to happen or what will happen or what pops up, right? We're able to give ourselves time to think about the financial options we have in our lives to pay for things and manage our money in a way that works best for us in that time and going forward. So I'm working on March now. Heck, I'm even prepping April. I'm prepping May. So calendar's now done. Now I can start working on that March budget, and that is my Monday morning routine.